pretty good, pretty good.
Ordinary guys doing extraordinary things.
Yes, yes.
Hey, you know what? I mean, look, that's why I know us being together is just a perfect combination. You know, I'm just the plain laid back guy, you know, working from home, and you know, you the business computer guy, you know, working in the corporate America. But when we come together, there's such a synergy that happens that, you know, we just had to take it to another level. You know, we done a lot of stuff together.
Yes, we did. We did.
You know, built massive systems and, you know, generating traffic and all that stuff. And now we get a chance to bring it together with health and wellness. Health and wellness. Now, let me tell you about me, and I'm gonna let you come on and talk about you and your whole part in all this, because that's kind of how I met you too. I mean, we met on another level, but when we first came together, it was health and wellness.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
You already had the love. You already had the love for it. So me, it wasn't my thing. So when I was approached with it, the thing that went off that was it was network marketing. And I didn't want no more parts of that. None of it. You know, I saw everything but that. Cryptocurrency and all this stuff, which I did good and I'm still doing good. And, you know, that's another stream of income that I don't have to worry about. You know, we believe in multiple streams. But network marketing and then health and wellness. Health and wellness, it's an area where I need, but I just didn't do. You know, I spend a lot of time, and I tell people my story is I'm a congestive heart failure patient, survivor, patient. My doctor told me you might as well prepare for the future. And that was heart transplant. I'm on the heart transplant list. I was on the heart transplant list, but I'm still in the follow-up. They always follow up with me, make sure I'm doing okay, which is great. But I got a phone call and they told me, we don't want to alarm you, Mr. Nix. We don't want you to be, you know, scared or anything, but we're going to have to take you off that list. And I was like, what's going on? Why? And they said, because you're too healthy. You're getting too healthy. I was like, thank you, Lord.
What? Oh, wow.
Won't he do it? Yeah. So, so I said, well, if I can do this by turning a few things around, what will happen if I start seeking some other stuff, some holistic, natural stuff? Because see, the biggest fear in the back of my mind was the medication that I was on, and the long-term side effects of that. You know, if one thing don't kill you, the other will. More people die from prescription drugs than anything else, you know, out here, you know, instead of car accidents or anything like that. So I said, well, there's got to be something. God, the Bible says all the herbs of the garden was made for man. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know the exact scripture, but I'll look it up and give it to you guys and post it down there. But we know God put stuff on earth for us to heal ourselves. So I'm like, okay. And then, you know, God will send a messenger to you. I had a guy, Eric Fawcett, he called me up and said, hey, Sam, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to get you into anything. He said, but I think I have something that is going to be really beneficial for you. So I'm going to let Cedric come on. I don't want to hog all the thunder and the glory, but I just want to tell you this. I got on it, and within a matter of a couple of weeks, I went back to my doctor, and they wanted to know whose heart was this. Are you sure this is your heart? You know, my labs have been off the chart. And I told my wife, I said, should I tell them what I've been doing? And she was like, no, don't tell them nothing. So ever since then, I've been on this road to sharing and telling people about what's changing my life. I just want to help more people. Like me and said, we got on here to help people dominate social media, dominate marketing their business, dominate. Now we're back we're back with a whole different tune. We want to help you dominate your health situation. So with that being said, I mean, I can go on all day. I'm totally excited about this. With that being said, I'm going to give it to you. And you just share how, you know, from start to us connecting with the health and wellness to where we are right now and what we're planning on doing. Can you do that for me?
Yeah. Because Sam Warren, just based on what you said, I'll just kind of continue on with this story from another perspective. Okay. So a few years ago, Sam Warren had saw me out on social media, and we kind of connected. And I was already in health and wellness. I really was. There's some good products and everything. And I went and I talked to Sam Warren. I said, Sam Warren, you need to take a look at this, right? Sam Warren is telling you the truth. He was kind of hesitant, right? First thing he said, I haven't really, did a product like that or anything, anytime, here's the thing. Anytime when you're talking to somebody and they start talking real slow, okay, that's kind of good.
That's not a good thing.
Indication, right, of where they're at. And so Sam Warren was talking to me kind of slow. Needless to say, he did decide to try something. So he tried it out, and that's when he told me about his conditions that he was dealing with. And so he definitely saw the need. Now, fast forward, okay? We did a lot of things in between those times. Okay? For the most part, I was the guy that could figure out how to get 10,000 people, to a web page. I was the technical marketing type, look for something where, you can make a lot of sales on this, and then that's your profit, right? So that's good. And then Sam Warren calls me up and he says, hey, listen, there's this thing that I want you to take a look at. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I told Sam Warren, I said, okay, I'm kind of busy because I was doing a lot of different things. And Sam Warren said, okay, well, just take a look at this thing. Just take a look at it. And he sends me a link. I didn't pay attention to it. I'm not gonna lie. Sam Warren, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I did not.
I know, man. I'm the same way. Hey, I missed the boat.
And then we're talking on the phone again. He says, hey, Sid, did you pay attention to this? Did you take a look at this? No. What was the name of the company again? Just take a look at it. Finally, I did. And I'll tell you the truth. When I looked at this, here's what I saw. I started instantly doing the research on this. And this isn't just to pump it up, because just to let you guys know, I'm a technical guy, so I have to know a lot before I can go ahead and agree to something. I got to know what's going to happen. Okay. That's just the way my brain works. And when I started looking at the research and what it was doing internally to people, that's when the light bulb went off, because here I had something that could do something such as allow people to live longer, allow you to fight off a lot of different illnesses and sicknesses. Okay, put your body in a position so that it can do this as you're getting older. And Sam Warren, we're not getting younger. We're just I wish we're just not getting younger. And I know if I'm facing that and Sam Warren's facing that, I know that there's a lot of people out there that's got to be facing this. And so it was less about marketing and making a lot of profit off of making these sales, because it turned into something like, hey, this is the first time that I actually have a product that I will use for the rest of my life. The past 40 days, I have not missed this product. I've always taken this product, and it's because of the benefits of this, right? Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, what product are you talking about? What is it that got you guys going? And the product that I'm talking about is from a company called LifeAdvantage, okay? I mean, LifeVantage, okay? I always say that, but
it is an advantage, though.
LifeVantage. And there's a couple different products. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to mention one. I'll let Sam Warren mention the other one. The first one is called Protandim, NRF2, okay? NRF2. That product right there is it's amazing because they have tests that confirm that what it's doing in the inside on a cellular level is fighting off this thing called oxidative stress, which is a big word, but for the most part, I'm going to tell you, if you want to sum it up in layman's terms, it's about taking what's on the inside and making sure that it stops rusting out in a sense of of your body as it ages. Okay, it gives you the extra input in your cells to be able to go and fight off some of these things that you're dealing with. Little aches and pains as you're getting older. Maybe there's some sicknesses as you start hitting 50. Okay. All right. So as you start hitting 50, there's certain things that your body faces. This product allows or positions your body in a way that allows it to better fight it off. Now, Sam Warren, what's the other product?
Axio.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I just did a YouTube video of me. Oh, I just got my grape in this weekend.
Oh, man.
I just got my grape in. Hey, but let me tell you this, though, Sad. You know what I was doing about 20 minutes ago?
What's that?
I was laying on the couch, worn out.
Really?
Done. Last night, man, all my gas was gone.
Wow.
I said, let's do a Zoom call. Let's come together and and let people know about this. And I was like, oh man, I just can't. I got up, went and got my grape. I said, well, this is the perfect time for me to try the grape. Yeah. I got the grape, shook it up, put it in there, and now this is not fake energy. Do I look like I got energy?
Yeah, you do. I was thinking that, hey, you just got up.
I can't make it on this call. And dude, I'm saying the energy that you get, if you like Monster, if you like Red Bull, if you onto the coffee, you can get that same heightened energy, but not with no jitters and all that. Axio.
Yes.
Now, I'm not making no claims, but the things that they're doing with Axio and they're giving the kids, and they're having so much focus and clarity and all things like that. And I heard a couple of testimonies about autism of what they're doing with that, with Axio. And I'm like, this thing is amazing. And it was created in order to, just like with Protandim, the hack into your BioHack, those people that are biohackers, another term that people might not understand, but it's cracking the code. It's basically going in there. If you heard of nootropics like Limitless, where they take the smart pill,
yes.
That thing right there, that stuff is real. And that's the study that nutrigenomics, that LifeAdvantage is leading the industry in. There's no one else out there that has that and has the Nerve 2, like Sad was talking about. The Nerve 2 is an activator. It's not a supplement. It's an activator, but it's in the supplement category.
Now, wait, Sam Warren, before you go any further, let's break that down again, because, when you hear of supplement, you're thinking of the old school stuff where you got vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, baby.
Old school.
No, this isn't the same thing, is it?
No, it's just like when you upgrade your phone. You want to upgrade your phone and all that. So instead of you having to get a new phone, you can upgrade it. You can add it to the net or whatever, AirDrop, whatever, and upgrade your phone. The same thing you do. You're not going to get a whole new body or anything like that. You're going in and you're going into that system and you upgrade it. That's what the Nerve 2 does. It's already in you. It's all the things that's in your cell is already there. Well, they're not working efficiently. It's called the master controller that controls everything. So now yours is kind of dimming out. As the older you get, the more life starts to happen, and you're in the hustle bustle of working and all these things that add up to those free radicals, which is another word, but free radicals is just all that harmful stuff that you're exposed to while you live in the day-to-day life. Radiation from the lights and all these things. So what you have to do is, instead of you taking antioxidants, why should we take something that we already create? That right there was the kicker for me, said.
Yeah, yeah.
Why am I taking things when I already have what I need within me? All I have to do is turn it on.
And you know, the thing is, what you're saying, it made a lot of sense to me. And that's why I got excited. Because when we're 12 years old and we're 14 years old and we're younger, our bodies was handling all this stuff for us. It was doing what it needs to do because we're younger. It is only after we had the stress and the hustle and the bustle and the toxin and the fast food and all that stuff, after all those years, that our bodies started to say, hey, you know what? I need a break. That's kind of what happened. Your body just says, I need a break, okay? And it says, well, I got all these issues. I'm not dealing with that one over there, okay? I got these issues over here that's a lot more important. And so it stops in dealing with some of the issues that your body faces, right? What the NRF2 Protandim does, it has the information to tell your cells that, hey, go ahead and deal with that issue. Don't ignore it. Just deal with it. Don't worry about it. And we're going to give you a little bit extra energy to allow you to do it. That's what we're going to do.
Exactly.
And it's just amazing. It's really amazing.
It was, man. I was like, once I got on it, you know, they say within 30 days, this is documented, said, this is set 20 peer-reviewed studies, 7 patents. Wow. I mean, this is solid that can't be disputed. I mean, even if you went to PubMed, you know what PubMed is, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, PubMed is where all the elite or the doctors go and share their information in one location of their findings and what they're studying and all this stuff. And even if you go to PubMed, you can take the supplements or vitamins or whatever you're taking and type it in up there. Just do a little type in and see if it comes up. 9 times out of 10, it won't. Not that it might not be good. Wink, wink. But ain't nobody talking about it. Why? Because it's probably not as efficient as it claims. So, but if you go in there and you type in Protandim, it shows up. I wonder why. Documentation beats conversation any day. Don't believe me. Don't take my word, because I'm just an ordinary guy. Don't believe said. He's just
an ordinary guy.
He's ordinary guys. Hey, but we know how to use our resources. Hey, I think it was either J. Paul Getty or Henry Ford. One of those guys said, you don't need all the knowledge. You need the resources at your fingertips. I don't have to know a whole lot of stuff. But if I can know where to go and then read it, it's there. You know, people that spend their lives, dedicate their lives to research and development and finding out all this stuff, it's there. So an ordinary guy like me, go there, type in Protandim, type in oxidative stress and cancer, oxidative stress and high blood pressure, oxidative stress and diabetes. Over 200 different diseases or whatever is directly correlated to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress. Now, I'm not that smart. I'm not as smart as said. But me being an ordinary guy doing extraordinary things, my mind, the light bulb came off. If I could take a percentage of that out of my blood, then now my blood gets better and my heart pumps. It's not working as hard because my blood is good, it's filtering, it's doing what it's supposed to do. I can heal myself. I can do better than I was before. So I got on that, and then I started thinking about the other people that have similar issues and things like that. Seizures and all those things. Mental diseases like Alzheimer's and all kinds of stuff. What is that?
Do you have a lupus?
Lupus. One of my friends, he had to take radiation for all that stuff. And it's called a radiation killer because once people start taking it, they don't have to worry about that. Now, like I said, we're not giving any type of claims, but what I'm saying is when you've reached a point where you just don't have the answers and you're looking for something and you're thinking that there's something out there, 30 days, 60 days, get it in your system. After 30 days, it removes 40% guaranteed, said. After 90 to 120 days, it removes 70% from your blood. Wow. Imagine if you can remove 70% of the junk that's in your blood.
Yeah, that's really amazing because, I mean, it's so quick. That's the thing that gets me. It's so quick that, and when I did the research on it, it made sense because, you know, when we eat different healthy foods, and you can eat foods, don't get us wrong, you can eat foods and it can give you the nutrients, and your body can take those nutrients and it can do some amazing things. That we're not saying that doesn't work. That does work. But what they are also saying is that you can't eat enough foods. Okay, you can't eat enough foods because you got to think of it. This is a war going on inside your body 24/7. Okay, you cannot eat foods 24/7, 24 hours a day. You can't do it, right? So you have a certain time where that battle's going on, but that nutrients isn't there. The best way to fight, okay, all these ongoing battles inside your body is for your body to be very well prepared for war. And that's what the NRF2, the Protandim does, NRF2, is that it tells your body basically, hey, you're getting ready to go to war. We need you to do these things so you can go ahead and win. And that's the amazing thing. And it's a 24/7 battle that you're able to do in your body. That's amazing. But Sam Warren.
Yeah.
Here's the surprise that I got, okay? I love Protandim. Protandim, all right? I love Protandim. I really do. I take that thing every day. But you know what I do for a living, right? You know that I have to do some, I'd have to do some really nerdy things. I do. Listen, folks, if you're watching this, okay, I have to do some nerdy things. I have to think about things like artificial intelligence, mathematical equations, all of these things that pretty much people don't pay any attention to. Okay, I have to do this 8 hours a day. Okay, here's what I found. This thing called Axio, all right? One of the things that it does is considered a nootropic, just like Sam Warren had mentioned. And what a nootropic does, it gives you, get this, the ability to be able to focus, concentrate, and do mental tasks for a longer period of time with a higher accuracy. I want you to think about that. Now, what does that mean? If you're dealing with a stressful situation, right, or you're dealing with, hey, I got to get this report out, you know, tomorrow or next week, or you have to do something that you really have to think about doing. You're reading some information. Maybe you're a college student. Maybe you're a nurse, right? You're a nurse. Maybe you're a lawyer. And I know lawyers, they have to do a lot of reading. But the thing is that you can take this little powder, put it in a drink. This is amazing. Put it in a drink of water, stir it up, drink it, and within about 20 to 30 minutes on average, boom, it hits you. Pretty soon you're focused, you're zoomed in, you're able to concentrate on what you're doing, and it's like you're able to block out all the distractions. It's amazing.
It is, man. Like
I didn't even think about that when I was taking Protandim. When I took that, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it has a few different combinations of things in there that design, you know, for that purpose. But but the thing, it does have the NFR2 in there, so you're actually you know, getting those benefits as well. So every time you take it, and then that's the thing, said, is normally when you drink these drinks, it's not going to enhance you and give you a better you over a period of time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
With the Axio, it keeps making, you know, getting things right. It's still, every drink you have is adding on another layer of fixing and healing and da. So I'm like, you know, hey, I'm like, I drink about 2-3 a day now. I'm like, oh, okay, man, this is good. Yeah. It's good. So being able to present that to athletes, being able to present that to to people of in the industry like you and things like that, with people that kids that need focus and they're having, you know, these things where they act out and do a bunch of things. Hey, try some Axio, because if you take them off of some of that stuff they're drinking and consuming. Now, my kids, grandkids, we're about that water around here. You know, water. You know, my son used to cry, juice, juice, juice. He was a juice guy all the time. I said, man, we ain't doing juice all the time, because I knew what the sugar and all that stuff and what the stuff that was in it. And you wonder why the kids act the way they do. Now, if you can think about the reverse effects of what you're giving them and what makes them act the way they do, what if you gave them something good that had, you know, the right ingredients, natural ingredients inside? What's the opposite of that bad effect that you receive? Some good effects, like being focused, clarity, sharpness, and all that, the stuff that we want our kids to have. Now, with the Protandim, it reverts your blood back to when you was a baby. They said that when they did a comparison of the T-bars, which is a measurement inside your blood that you can take a test, when they measured the T-bars of the blood of a 80-year-old compared to a 20-year a newborn baby, that they couldn't tell the difference, Sad.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean,
they couldn't tell the difference.
Wow.
And they can take, no matter what scope you were on, from 20 to 80, they can get you back to the blood when you was a baby.
Wow. Wow.
Within 30 days, 40%. Within 90 to 120 days, 70%.
You can't do that if you're taking a vitamin.
You can't do that.
This is not a vitamin.
It's not a vitamin. And you know, on that subject right there was a lady, and she's into LifeAdvantage right now, but she was on the board of the directors for a fitness club, and she had worked out every day, and she had, you know, she took a lot of supplements, but not, you know, a whole bunch. But she went to a naturopath to find out, you know, what could she take so she wouldn't be tired all the time. Because when she came from the corporate world and her profession and doing the gym stuff, she was just tired. She would fall asleep at the dinner table.
Yeah.
You know, kids talking to them, you know, the husband trying to talk the whole conversation, and she used to fall asleep. So she went and said, hey, is there something, vitamins or something that I can take? Well, when she finished, she had over 28 something, 30 something different A, B, C, D, F, G. Wow. But, you know, everything you need, yeah. She had it. She was pretty healthy. She wasn't, you know, like me, broke down. But she was healthy. And so she started taking, so she went back to the doctor and she said, look, you know, I tell you, with my heart situation, I took so many, my pill thing is like a big box with rows and rows and rows. And you're sitting there, you're taking pill after pill after pill. That right there is a job. That right there can wear you out and discourage you. I just don't want to take all them pills. And that was her mindset. She didn't want to take all those pills. So she went back. She said, hey, doc, is there anything out there? You know, you always hear about this one pill wonder. She said, I know it's not no one pill. She said, well, it just so happens I just was connected with someone and they have the one pill and it's called Protandim. And she said, I don't sell it and I don't have it, but I can get you directly to the distributors. That's the thing about Protandim. You have to be a distributor. It's distributed through people. It was once in GNC, but they took it out. So now you have to go through someone that actually sells it. Now, people say, well, I can go to Walmart and I can go to Amazon and it's there. Okay? Buyer beware. Buyer beware of what you buy on Amazon, as far as if you're not getting it direct, and especially if it's something that you're putting in your body. I can understand if it was a tool, a camera, or a dress, or some electronics, but we're talking about something that you're putting in your body, okay? People, there's some crazy people in this world.
Yes.
You know, A lot of them got fired from their jobs, and they take revenge on people. You don't know what they've done to that product, even if it is. Well, I can get it for $5. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of same word. It's kind of like this. It's like, if you could get a brake job for $5, drive that car with your family in it.
Some people would take that risk. I wouldn't take that risk. I want to go to a reputable place, certified, or I want someone I know.
Yep.
So when you buy someone I know,
right.
When you build relationships out here, when you're building these online businesses that sell products and stuff, 9 times out of 10, it's the relationships you have with these people. Relationships. So you're not just buying a product, you're completing that relationship with that person. And that's what solidifies you sleeping at night knowing, hey, this person ain't gonna be giving me no junk.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why, hey, Walmart, you might be able, because the company can't regulate everybody. It's just impossible the way online stuff that change the game. They can't regulate everybody. So you're going to find products on eBay, on Amazon, or even at Walmart. But
you know what? You know what, Sam? When you find those products, you don't know the expiration date. Expiration
dates either. Expiration dates or how long they had it sitting on the shelf. You want it fresh, straight from the manufacturer, straight from the developer or whatever. But like I said, and then at the end of the day is, you're supporting people. We work together as a community, and that's another thing that we're really big on. And me and you, we're trying to bring community back. People sharing what they're doing and whatever walk of business they're in, and supporting one another, because customers is valued. But one thing is you become your own customer, and then the beautiful utopia is having the people, your friends and families, buy from you. Why would they be buying from everybody else when they know that you're in business? That kind of stuff. It should work that way, but for some reason we've lost that path. So that's another thing that we're trying to bring forth in the message that we're going to continue to deliver on videos like this, is community connecting and working together. Because
I think that this is a great product for that, because it doesn't matter what you're doing.
No,
it doesn't matter if you have, I got a business. It doesn't matter if you've got a 9-to-5 job. Okay. One thing is guaranteed that brings us all together. We are aging. And with aging is guaranteed that our bodies are going to have to fight off these other ailments as we get older. When you're 20 and 30, not much really bothers you. But all of a sudden you get that 35, all right? And then you get the 40s and you get 50s. As you get older, more and more things bother you. Okay? What this does is that now we can go into communities like me and Sam Warren are going to do, or we're going into communities, and we're able to say, hey, look, I got something that can do something very, 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 very good for you in the long run. So that maybe you might not have to face some of these other issues down the line. Do you got health care? Yes, I do. Well, if you have health care, guess what? Wouldn't it be better if you didn't have to go to the doctors 3, 4, or 5 times a year? Right? So you have these kinds of situations that now you can talk to people about being able to help them, right? Being able to help them, because in the end, it's either your health or you don't have it. If you don't have the health, then you've got other situations that can rob you of your wealth. So
exactly. And that's where I was. I was doing my thing, grinding, burning the midnight oil, burning it at both ends of the candle, traveling all the time and not eating, not sleeping. And like you said, even if you were trying to eat right and take your supplements like you're supposed to, you don't know what you're getting and you can't consume enough. And you know that you should take supplements and vitamins and all that, but you can't trust what's being given to you, because a lot of it is just money-making marketing. I watched the Centrum commercial the other day, and they were talking about how operates in your cellular level and all that. But I mean, none of that stuff is backed by anything or even proven. You know, they could tell us anything in their marketing, and we don't really know. But what the great thing is with this company is they spend over $500 billion in research in different areas. You know, as far as the health and wellness place is. You know, with Protandim, they have over $300 billion in research. I mean, they have a chart. They break it on down with Axio, the research behind it. And that's what is worth buying a top quality product that delivers what it says it's going to do. I had a test last night, and I asked the audience, I said, with your omega-3, when you bite into it, how does it taste? And they looked at me like, bite into it? Are you crazy? It tastes like fish. And, you know, that could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. Yeah. At least you know it's really fish, you know what I mean? But if it's real fishy, then it's rancid. And I didn't even know what that word was, but I knew rancid ain't good. So so I did the test. I said, well, I opened up some omega plus, and it's a plus, and I said, well, what does the plus mean? How come they didn't say omega-3? Well, the plus is it's omega-3 and omega-7s. See, most people don't even know what omega-7 is. So they're taking you if you're taking omega-3s and you're focusing on that, we're going to upgrade you in one pack. We're going to get you with the 3 and the 7. But they did the test, and I got people to volunteer. I had about 20 people in the room, right? And I said, give me 3 volunteers. And nobody would raise their hand because they knew how bad it tastes. So they wasn't willing to take the chance. But I had 3 ladies that raised their hand, and they took the chance. They bit into it, and nothing. No, they taste sad.
No, I know. I just started really taking those. I was surprised too.
Exactly. They taste lemons.
Yeah.
And when you take fish oil or omega-3s and you burp, you get the fish burp.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what burp I got? I got lemons.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it myself.
And what's so powerful about, and look, we can go on and on talking about their products, their probiotics is unbelievable. And that'll be another segment we'll talk about is the probiotics. And I think, you know, maybe we'll break it down to each one and give some commentary and powerful information about what each one of them does from 2 ordinary guys' perspectives. But what they found was nothing, no burp, none of that, just straight lemons. And the thing about ours is you can track the fish that when it was caught, where it was caught, from boat to manufacturer.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. You do not know where that fish came from. You don't even know if it was what fish it was or if it was real fish or whatever. You process, manufactured, homegrown, whatever. You don't know. And this is the thing. If we're looking, we already agree that this is where we need to be. We need to be taking these vitamins, antioxidants, and all these stuff, but we don't know what we're getting. So wouldn't you want to be somewhere where you was totally 100% confident in what you was taking, and you was excited about getting up and taking your daily regimen?
Yeah, that's something that's a little different, because when I get up in the morning, right, and I get up in the morning and I got to get myself going. I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I gotta get my Protandim. I gotta get my my omegas. I gotta get my Protandim, and it's not like one of those things where I walk out the door and then I say, oh yeah, I forgot to get that. No, it's like I actually think of that before I even get to the door.
Man.
It's kind of it's definitely weird, but it's a good weird. It's a good weird.
Exactly, and your loved ones, man. Me and my wife, we keep each other on point with a lot of stuff, but far as her vitamins and stuff like that, I never had a real, zeal to say, hey, I mean, maybe I thought about it, but I never took the initiative to do it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, hey, babe, did you take your Protandim today? Did you take your vitality stat? 1, 2, 3. And she was like, oh, I haven't done it yet. Because, see, I want her to be around with me.
Right.
Now, I want her. Look, documented 7% extension
in life.
Yes, 7%. How many? Would you like to get a 7% raise?
That's that's something else. That's like, okay, let's say, because I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah,
numbers guy, right? So I said 7%. That's like, okay, if you're going to live to your 70, that's going to basically almost give you 5 additional years on your life. 5 additional years, almost. All right, if you're going to live to 70, the longer you take it, the more, and the longer that you take it, the longer you live, the bigger increase in lifespan this can give you.
So basically, they crack the code. They biohack. Yeah. Like I said, there's some good hacks, and there's some bad hacks. When they get hijacked, that's just totally taken over without any control. But this right here, you're hacking into that code and you're changing the gene concept of what using this NRF2 activator within there and all the stuff that it does in the mitochondria and a whole bunch of stuff. But like I said, we just 2 ordinary guys. I'm not that technical. I'm not that smart when it comes to that industry. But I do know one thing. If you can heal the blood and remove the bad stuff out and just keep good stuff in, that's going to continue to protect you. Your body, it has to turn around, whatever situation. Even if you're targeting a certain thing, if you can get all that other stuff out the way, then your body can focus on that one thing that you're having issues with. Maybe it takes a while for that one thing that you're looking for to actually turn itself around. But if you can alleviate all that other stuff and put you some insurance, a covering to protect you and help you, that way, that one thing, you'll see a turnaround, I'm sure of it. I believe in it. That's the reason why I became a partner with LifeAdvantage. And the same as you said, I'm sure, what we saw with the product, the belief in the product, the belief in the company. And not only that is, what we want to do about helping people.
Yes.
Helping people, not just making money off of them, just helping them in their health situation as well. So I don't know about you, Said. We can go on and on all day about this. And like I said, we want to leave something on the table for people to come back. The people that get this and they see it, make sure I'm going to take this video and I'm going to post it up on Facebook, YouTube, and make sure you guys leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions and about anything, if you have some people you may know, I'm going to try to put a list of different things that oxidative stress, it's over 200 things that oxidative stress is directly related to. Like I said, we can't say anything about cures and anything like that, but we know what oxidative stress is and we know what Protandim does do to oxidative stress. So in those 2 correlations, if you can fix one with the other, then all the rest of the stuff should take care of itself. So anything said?
The only other thing is that just to make sure everybody understands, now this product here, it's not prescription drugs. It's not prescription drugs. It's not FDA approved because FDA, they deal with prescription drugs. This is not a prescription drugs, okay? This is not a FDA approval that's needed. This is considered a supplement. And I know some people, they kind of, because this does so much, Sam Warren, that sometimes people, they get confused. Hey, this sounds like a drug, a new drug. No, it's not a drug. It's not a drug. It's just, but it is a product, a supplement that's doing some amazing things.
Exactly. And with that, one guy was saying he asked a doctor or asked a pharmacy person or whatever, if you had a drug that did these things, what Protandim did, what do you think the price would be? And it was somewhere like $1,500 to $2,000 a bottle. So, you know, you guys.
That's a lot.
Is
this company.
The price is unreal for what this thing does. And like I said, so if you're looking for something and you have any you know, concerns about what you're doing right now, it would behoove you, as my drill sergeant would say, that was his big word, behoove you to take a look at it. And we invite you to do that. We're going to put some links down below. It's going to give you some information, some picture, videos and stuff that you can do. And do your own research. Do your own research. But we're going to continue to drive this home. This is our first video for two ordinary guys doing extraordinary things. My name is Sam Warren Nix, Next Level Entrepreneur.
And my name is Cedric. I am right along with Sam Warren Nix as an entrepreneur.
Exactly. And I always say, and I close out, if we don't see you at the top, then we'll see you from the top. You guys be blessed, and we'll talk to you and see you later on the next one.